Hi guys, it's Susie for Bello's Designs. Today, on Nia's adventure, we are going to Toad Castle. Alright, so let's go through the products. Now, for our stamps, and we will be using all Lavinia, we are using the Lily Pad LAV 184. From the flower collection, this little stamp, LAV 764. The Far World Castle, LAV 534. Orchard Grass, LAV 672. The Oakley Flourish, LAV 760. Fairy Buttercups, LAV 375. Lupin, LAV 772. Corsnea, LAV 767. The Tree Branch, LAV 506. And King Hopkins, LAV 724. All right. Now we will be using watercolor card today, and I've cut this down to a 7 by 7.5. We're also going to need some copy paper. We're going to be making a mask, so we're also going to use a two-way glue. And we're just going to spread it around the edge and let it dry, and then it'll be sticky. All right. For inks, we're going to be using VersaFine Clair in Medieval Blue, Rainforest, Nocturne, and Shady Lane. In the Elements inks, we're going to be using Sahara, Blue Atoll, Mermaid, Olive, and Blue Lagoon. In Distressed ink, Pumice Stone. You're also going to need a rough sponge, a plastic bag, and I know this is silly, but it's a different little technique that I'm going to show you today, and you may or may not want to try it. So, just a regular plastic bag, a paintbrush, blending brushes, a white pen, and I'm using a water brush today. Transfer Deco Foil. This stuff is fabulous. If you don't like glitter, here's your answer to get that shine. We're also going to be using a quickie glue pen to go with our transfer foil. And some diamond stickles for that little extra sparkle. I'm also going to be using my stamping platform with the Sweet Poppy Stencil sticky grid sheet. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I've taken my piece of watercolor card and I have cut it to 7 by 7.5 inches. Now I'm 7 inches this way, 7.5 across the bottom. Now, I've taken some copy paper and cut out a mask. Now you can see I've already used this one, but we can use it again. Now, you can use a masking sheet. If you don't have masking sheets, you can use copy paper. Now, for this one, this is going to be the pond, and you can see I've used all of these. So, what you're going to do is cut out a shape you like, and then you're going to take a two-way glue pen. This one is Zig. You're going to take your pen then, flip the part over that you want to be using, and you're just going to do a line of glue on there. Okay, let that dry. The two-way glue, when it dries, if you don't stick it to anything, it becomes like a sticky note, which is now going to hold it in place as a mask. So now we're going to take King Hopkins and we're going to mask him off. Now, we're going to take a plastic bag, which I have cut in half. All right, so just opening it up, this bag is about the thickness of, say, a sandwich bag, okay? So I just cut it open, and now we are going to take an accordion fold it, more or less, just pressing it between your fingers. Now it's the fun part. Hold on to it. And I've got a couple pairs of tweezers here that clamp. So I'm just going to hold one end, one pair, grab the other end, let's flip them around. We're going to go just like that. Okay, that's just going to hold this in place. Now you can use binder clips, clothespins, whatever you have will work. You just want to hold that tight. All right, and I'm going to clean this ink off my desk really quick. And now I'm going to take my misting bottle. Now the great thing is Bello's Designs has now started carrying misting bottles. So if you don't have one, get one. And we're just going to shoot it once. Well, let's shoot it just a little bit more. You don't want a lot of water on it, and those little dots work perfect. So now we're going to bring our piece back in, and that ink we just did, we're now going to lay this across it and just kind of push it in. And that's just going to give us some cool effects. All right, not going very much on that. Now I'm just going to grab a paper towel. I'm going to go straight down, pick up that water, and every time you do this is going to be different. And it just gives you kind of a neat effect. All right. So there we go. Now we're going to let that dry. Okay, so we let that dry for just a minute. It doesn't take much, but you want to make sure it is dry. Now we're just going to mask off our pond. Okay. And now we're going to start blending our background in. And I'm starting with olive. Now, you can see it didn't fill the blue all the way in. I want to leave that sky with just a little hint of white. All right? So it just kind of gives the illusion of maybe some clouds or just a bright sky. All right. Now, if you notice, I have kind of a harsh line here where we had King Hopkins masked off, so I'm just going to use my water brush. And I'm just going to pull a little of that ink off. So just by taking your water brush or a paintbrush with some water on it, you can just lighten that harsh edge. Okay, and just like that, it just takes that edge off of that line. Now, I'm not worried about if I get a dark spot. If I want to add more lines, I can use my water brush for that also, just to give the water more texture. Perhaps just... So here we have it all finished. Now that transfer foil really adds a lot of sparkle and shine to it, along with the diamond stickles. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a try. And I'd like to invite you to our 2 Facebook groups. We have Del Bello's Designs Lounge, where you can post all of your Lavinia makes. We also have Del Bello's Designs a la carte. There you can post all of your Sweet Puppy Stencil, Nellie's Choice, Cardio, and using any of the other products Del Bello's Design sells. So I hope you'll come over and join us. All right? So until next time, stay crafty.